Hey everybody, and welcome to 2009 with episode 28 of We Like to Podcast.
28 part 1.
Part 1. Yes, we decided to break things up into 2 episodes because we got so much information for you.
Because we're lazy.
Yeah.
And busy. And in different towns. Oh, yes, okay. I know we promised that we wouldn't let me being in another city interrupt too much, but it just got towards the end of the semester. And with Arvin working and doing his own jobs on the side and trying to do the podcast and me working and trying to be a teacher.
Yeah, like I think the only time we were really down was Halloween. That was for one night.
Yeah.
So there was no chance.
I was down for like 10 hours.
Yeah.
So we're going to try to make up for it with a double episode. And then, hopefully this semester for me will be a little slower. And we'll try.
Yeah, it's as best as we can do, but we still want this going. So, just to show how much we want to keep this going, I want to talk a little bit about the website.
Mm-hmm.
The website has been completely redone, upgraded the entire infrastructure. We want to start introducing a bunch of new stuff. One of which being the new game reviews section, which we're going to talk about in the next episode.
Yeah.
But some of the things I do want to talk about are the new layout. The layout is much cleaner. It's nicer. I actually ended up purchasing a theme because it's way too much work to do something like this from scratch. So I mean, it's a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. We're gonna have a poll up about what people think about the site in this new layout. Some of the things though that didn't carry over, I mentioned in the blog post before that some things wouldn't carry over feature wise. One of those is points, user points. They just don't work.
They weren't working in the first place.
Yeah, and we decided to just throw those out the window. There's the reason for that is there's really no incentive for a lot of people to have the points. Nobody's really there's not much going on in terms of purchasing the t-shirts and such. So we just wanted to throw that away and let everybody just enjoy the site for what it's all about, and that's just the Wii stuff. Moderators, we're going to be publicly posting for mods. You want to be in on it, let us know, and then we're going to pick and choose our mods based on a few number of factors.
Yeah, we're going to have to, if you are interested in being a moderator, it's a matter of following our very strict set rules.
Yeah.
Things have been getting a little out of hand with the forums. And I mean, I know everyone really enjoys them, but it's really hard for Arvin and myself to check up on them as much as we want to. And, it's so difficult when they don't really stay on track very
Sometimes,
much.
Yeah.
So we do have areas for people to just talk about anything, but we want to start trying to make sure that when someone starts a significant topic about a game or a review or something, that people are staying on that topic, and if they want to talk about something else, there's other places you can talk about it,
Right.
And so there's a lot we want going on with that.
Yeah. So 2 other big things about the site are ads. I have to put ads on the site now. I know I didn't do it before, but right now there's not really any kind of revenue or any kind of thing coming in from the site at all. And I need something.
It's gotten to the point, Arvin might not say it out loud, I will. It's gotten to the point where Arvin's doing so much work on the website, so much work on the podcast, that it's cutting into his work that he does for other websites and other things. And the fact is that we do this for nothing. And we love doing it, and we love being able to interact with you guys, but, it's cutting into Arvin making money other ways. So we did as long as we could without ads. Now we put a couple ads on there as little intrusive as possible, but, how helpful it would be to us if every once in a while when you're on the site, you just click on them. I mean, it's a way to keep the site going, the way to keep the site alive.
Exactly. Yeah, every little bit helps. So if you feel like clicking on it, hey, maybe even something that you want.
Hopefully.
So yeah, they're targeted. They're Google ads, so they should be good. And the other thing is we are going to be posting more updated news on the site. It's going to be automatically generated. Lots of good stuff. So if you do like keeping in touch with the latest news, our homepage is going to have all the latest news updated regularly. So I mean, that's something that the site's going to be self-maintained. So that's going to be a lot of good content on there, original content.
Which you know what? Thinking about this now, you can see if you're watching this episode, you could go right now to the website
Yeah,
and see
it should be up.
Yeah.
So, go check, enjoy.
Yes.
So part 1 of this 28 is going to be all about a week in review.
Except I have one more thing to say.
Sorry, my bad.
Over the holidays, we sold a few more T-shirts. We've sold some overall since we've started selling them. We've sold a handful of them. But one thing we haven't gotten yet, which we really was pushing for, were photographs. We wanted to get pictures of everyone who bought the T-shirts, of you wearing the T-shirts, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, someplace fun, someplace boring. If you're stuck at school, but someone's got a picture of you wearing the shirt, we'd love you to email it into us, and we'd love to put them up on the website. If you're not comfortable with it, obviously don't do it, but we really hope that you do.
Yeah.
Do we have an example?
Yes, we have an example.
We have an example.
Yes, this was sent in to us from 2 folks who purchased the T-shirts, and they're at their local climbing gym.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Hey, Arvin.
Yeah.
Don't you climb?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I love rock climbing, actually.
Looks like the gym that you climb at.
What? No, that just couldn't be.
No.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, so that's an example of things we're looking for. Just, have fun with your T-shirts, and we'd love to see you guys wearing them.
Exactly.
All right, so this is 2 months worth of weekend reviews.
We're going to try to get right to it. This one's, like Arvin said, completely focused on the news.
All right, so in Japan, they have released a lens cleaner for the Wii's DVD drive. One of the things that a lot of people are noticing is that a lot of legitimate discs aren't able to be read properly. This happened with Smash Brothers especially because it's the first dual-layer disc to be released. But in Japan, they've released a Wii disc cleaner because it's a slot-loaded drive, so you can't just use a regular lens cleaner, CD lens cleaner. So we're looking forward to that coming out in North America. It may already be here, but this news story shows that that Nintendo of Japan has officially released a lens cleaner. So if I can get my hands on it, I think I definitely will.
Yeah, absolutely.
If there's a North American one.
It's another really good idea for something like that, is if you got a few friends with the Wii, y'all chip in for it.
Yeah, exactly.
One person could buy it, and you could all use it.
Exactly. That's a perfect idea.
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to buy it, and I'll use it.
Basically.
Some really interesting news, exciting news from High Voltage. High Voltage is going Hollywood. So they're coming out with Conduit, which I don't know if you've heard of that game. We might have talked about it a couple of times.
Just a few times.
But one thing that a news release has been sent out that they have voice actors, some Hollywood voice actors for some of their characters, which is really exciting. One of which is Kevin Sorbo.
Kevin Sorbo himself. The big guns.
Kevin Sorbo, who played Hercules. Well, can we throw a picture up?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's actually going to be playing the villain, the voice of the villain, Prometheus. And also Mark A. Shepard, who, if you watch Firefly or Battlestar Galactica, you recognize him. Really talented actor, who he's going to be playing the lead character, Mr. Ford.
Yeah.
And then just kind of a funny thing, too, his father, William Morgan Shepard, who is a prominent voice actor, is going to be a character as well. And I mean, those are just the prominent ones that we thought you should, we would like to mention, but you can totally go and check out the show notes and see for yourself who else is going to be on there. Mm-hmm. Exciting. I'm so excited.
I know, it's coming soon. So Suda 51, most famous for Killer 7 and No More Heroes on the Wii, has stated that No More Heroes 2, titled Desperate Struggle, will feature a much more open environment than the last game did. I only finally got to play No More Heroes a little bit because Ben brought it over. We had a massive gaming session.
Yeah.
But obviously, just awesome game.
It's so creative in
Yes.
this game.
Yeah.
I love it. I
So
can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. But he's saying that it's going to be more open world, more to do, and just a larger environment in general. So looking forward to seeing what they do.
Absolutely, I can't wait for that one. The style aspect of that game alone
Yeah.
is worth it. Australia, good news. We know how much you guys get passed over all the time, and you're paying way more for stuff. You're getting something before everyone else. Colorful wrist straps.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
That's just like insult to injury. I know.
It really is.
Especially since one of the colors is white, which is the same that you already have.
Yeah. The box color thing is up on there.
Yeah.
What is it? Green, blue, pink,
And white. So someone wasn't thinking, and they thought, hey, you know what? Let's release it in Australia first, because they always get screwed over for stuff. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We had nothing to do with it. I hope.
Yeah.
So
we'd hope that you would actually get something cool like a game
or something. But yeah, so I hope at least one of you in your country is excited for the wrist straps or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll stick with my white ones.
Yeah.
So Madworld. A third party title that I'm really it is a third party title that I'm really looking forward to. Ben and I are kind of obsessed with box art, so we thought we'd pop up the Madworld Box Art. It looks pretty cool,
which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean not as awesome as Res 4,
no,
like
the
UK
Euro version.
But man, at least it shows exactly what the game is about.
Yeah,
black and white, killing people.
Yeah, and it's sleek and stylish, and it's minimalist, and that's awesome.
Simple.
And one thing I'm really excited about is the little Sega in the corner. It's going to be Sega published.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a good sign. Hopefully it'll be readily available, and Sega puts out good stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah. So BBC, for of course everyone in UK and Europe will know all about BBC, and there's BBC America now. So a lot of people should know about it. Amazing stations. One of my absolute favorite shows, Top Gear, from BBC.
Shown on the BBC, yes.
And so what they have done is they have an iPlayer, which is like their online player for shows and things, and they've now optimized it so that it can be played on the Wii. So you can use your Wii to go online and use the BBC's iPlayer, which is just phenomenal because you've got great content on BBC, and now you've got it officially on for the Wii.
Yeah. So
really handy. So you should check it out.
Good times. So the Homebrew channel, which recently I got a chance to really mess around with, has, this is a little bit old, but it's been tested and updated to work with all the latest Wii system updates. So if you go to any of the official Homebrew release places, I'll put them on the show notes. You can get the Homebrew channel to work on the latest version. But the only way to do it is with the Twilight Princess hack, which is still the greatest way to get things on there. Nintendo tried to patch it up, no go. The hackers are just too good. But the Homebrew channel is actually really, really cool. I got DVD playback to work. Didn't work that great, but hey, I got it to work. And they had a lot of their own little games and a lot of emulators and such that you can get working on there as well. And Homebrew channel works on the newest system updates.
Yay! Another thing that Sega is actually going to be publishing. This is a nice segue from my last one to this one, even though Arvin kind of came right in the middle of the Homebrew stuff.
Yeah, we should have organized that.
We don't think so much ahead of time.
So much.
Sega's also going to be publishing Conduit.
Yes.
So, I mean, another good piece of news for Conduit, another good piece of news for Sega. Anytime you see that little blue Sega logo on the bottom, you know you're insured something of at least quality. Even if you're not a fan of the game, you're getting a piece of quality entertainment. So hopefully that's going to be good news for Conduit. Hopefully it's going to make sure we get a strict release date, and it's not the type of game that gets pushed back and back and back.
Exactly. Being published by a company like Sega means they're going to get solid distribution. They're going to get like you said, solid release date, and ties in with lots of media, advertising, publicity, all that kind of stuff. So what they need. I'm
really I'm putting all my chips on Conduit. I'm banking on Conduit to be like a Halo killer.
I agree.
I am really thinking if they do everything that they've been promising, you get the Wii controls with the amazing graphics on a game that looks this good, and it looks like it's really fun. It's going to be something that with online play is really going to take off.
Oh, I agree completely. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the controls are like, especially with having played the last Call of Duty just recently.
Yeah.
I really want the controls on a first-person shooter to blow me away.
Right. First-person shooter blow me away. That was a good one.
The bro code, dude. You never leave with bro hanging.
I didn't leave it hanging. I pushed that sucker away.
All right, Activision. This is a fun little thing. So Guitar Hero World Tour. A lot of people are complaining about the drum kits on them. I guess the drum kits aren't as sensitive as they could be. They're having to wail on them in order to get them to work. Well, what Activision made is a utility, because you can connect the drums over Bluetooth, right? So they made a utility for Windows that works on Windows to adjust the sensitivity of the drum kits themselves. So I'll put more info on the show notes and whatnot, and because I'm pretty sure that these aren't actually released to the general public, but they have been leaked to the general public. So if you want to adjust the sensitivity and you're a little hardware savvy, then you're able to connect your drums to your PC. You can adjust the sensitivity on the drum kit itself. So kind of cool, but they should release it for the masses and make it a little bit easier to use.
Yeah. One thing, a little tack on to that, because we're talking about Guitar Hero, is I was really upset that when I saw it in stores that it had that dreaded red logo of the pay and play. And Arvin luckily was like, I was just like, forget it, I don't want anything to do with this. And Arvin, being who he is, decided to actually find out the information about it rather than just write it off, and found out that it's actually it looks like the pay and play is just for things that you would pay for anyway, like the upgraded track releases and things like that. But you can actually play online without having to pay for it. So I know a lot of you out there do have it. We haven't been able to afford it yet.
No.
Especially with the holidays.
Yeah.
So if one of you out there does have it, and maybe you could give us exactly what it is that you pay for and what it is that you don't have to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Right, and going on to another game, Mad Catz, which is a well-known third-party maker of controllers and other peripherals. They've secured exclusive peripheral contract for Rock Band Wii. So anything that's going to be coming out as a third-party instrument or whatever for Rock Band is going to be made by Mad Catz.
Yeah.
Which we're both like Nico fanboys.
Yeah, totally.
But Mad Catz has been around.
Yeah.
They've been around for a long time. So, hopefully they're bringing something good to the table.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard to compete, especially if you're releasing like another guitar or whatnot, because with the newest Rock Band being, one, they have their own controllers, two, full Activision backwards compatibility support.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm curious to see what they come out with.
Yeah.
All right, so the We Speak channel. Animal Crossing was released. The We Speak peripheral was released, and now the We Speak channel that goes along with that has been released. Just info for those that don't know, it's a special channel that allows you to record voice messages and send messages to other people. It wasn't exactly the phone type thing that we were hoping for, but the interesting thing is that the download of that particular channel from the Wii shop is tied directly to a code that is on the hardware itself. So the only way you can download the We Speak channel is to own the We Speak and use a special code online. So that brought up a lot of concern, because if you buy, say, a used We Speak, what does that mean? Well, Nintendo has confirmed that they will reissue a brand new download code if you buy a used We Speak hardware device. So if you buy your Animal Crossing used or buy your We Speak hardware used, then you can still get the downloaded channel.
One thing that this makes me think of, if you need a code saying that you bought the We Speak, does that mean that other peripherals could possibly work? That's what I'm thinking, because if you have to use a code to get on, maybe they're trying to prevent people from finding a way to get like a headset to work on it.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, maybe there's a loophole in there that maybe someone will eventually be able to release a headset.
Yeah, because if it's just generic hardware, then then chances are they're just trying to protect it so that not everybody can use it.
Exactly.
Making more money.
I'm hoping that they're eventually going to release or allow a third party to release a headset. Because if we're playing a game like Conduit, we want a headset.
Yeah, I don't want to be talking into some microphone that's picking up the whole room, especially with other family members walking by, people on the phone, this, that, and the other thing.
And we've said before, there were certain games like SOCOM, some of the SOCOM games.
Oh yeah,
they integrated that headset so well that the louder you speak into the headset, the more other people can hear you. So if you're with a group of people that are close by in the game, you're just whispering to each other.
Yeah.
Because you don't want other people around you to hear you.
Exactly.
And that's something you just can't do with a microphone sitting on top of your TV.
Exactly. It's true.
All right, EA has announced that they're releasing a fitness game that's targeted for females in their 30s, which is great news for Arvin and me.
What?
It has nothing to do with most of us, But if anyone out there, I know we probably have some female viewers that are somewhere close to 30. You're going to be getting a fitness game targeted for you, which is going to be a lot more of the cardio stuff, more North American styled. One thing that's really neat that they're releasing is a strap that you can put on your leg to put the Wii remote, rather than something like in Wii Fit, they just kind of said put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
This way it's actually going to be able to strap to your leg, which is a lot more handy. Maybe that's something that could be worked in with other games as well. It will use the Wii Fit board, but not a lot, apparently. Apparently more of it's going to be a cardio-based movement of the Wii remotes.
Yeah.
So, if you're a female in your 30s...
I'm sure we could use it too, but that's who they're
I just find it funny that they're actually saying they're targeting that group.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're almost pigeonholing themselves by saying that's who they're targeting. That's why I think it's funny.
but it also is kind of bold considering that now that is a lot of the market of people that are purchasing Wiis are people with casual people within the age range
It's true, yeah.
anywhere between like 20 all the way up to 40 now.
Yeah.
Especially families and all that kind of stuff. So,
Oh yeah,
so
my brother's got one now. My other brother and his wife have one. I've got friends who are married who have one, and they're not big gamers, but I mean the price is right and it's fun, and they've got a lot of friends who have it, so it's another way to connect and have fun.
yeah, and I work in an agency with like 97% of our staff is women, and so at our Christmas party, they asked me to bring my Wii, and all the ladies were playing it.
Yeah.
Everybody was trying it out. Everybody was messing around with it. Wii Sports, Wii Fit, everything. So
It's a fun system. That's why we talk about it.
exactly. So Club Nintendo. Club
Sweet.
Nintendo is now in North America.
About time.
It had a rickety start. December 15th was the official launch date. All right, so if nobody knows what Club Nintendo is, in Japan and in Europe, they have this system called Club Nintendo, where you register your purchases of games, peripherals, all that kind of stuff, but also take online surveys and such to get what then were called stars, but are now coins.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you can do is redeem these coins for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things that they had in Japan and Europe include things like Wii Point cards,
Which we want.
but other really cool things. One we saw was just really cool, where you could submit your Mii and get it printed on a back plate of the Wii remote, where the battery cover, the battery cover plate.
So I don't have to have this guy stealing my Wii remote all the
so
time.
like you get your Mii printed right onto a Wii remote back plate for the things. Anyway, really cool stuff like that you can buy just by registering your devices and the games that you buy.
Which we should point out, North America doesn't really have yet.
No, unfortunately, we don't have that much cool stuff yet.
Not
In
yet.
fact, there's only one thing specifically for the Wii, and it's a Wii remote and nunchuck holder. It's basically like a little box that says Wii on it. It's nothing really that fancy. A lot of DS stuff and some customizable card game stuff, but that's about it for right now. But you may as well start registering your perifs, registering your games, and taking some surveys to start building up those coins for when the really cool stuff comes out. Because all the stuff that you can buy on Club Nintendo is not available in stores, and 100% strictly from Nintendo. So it's kind of cool.
That is neat.
Yeah.
But it had a rocky start.
Yeah, rickety start on the 15th was when it was launched, and then the site's been online, offline. I went today, registered, because like if you registered before and like registered your Wii unit for the warranty extension and all that kind of stuff, that stuff carries over, or it's supposed to. My account carried over, but my peripherals didn't, so I'm gonna have to re-register all that stuff. But all my info is there, so we'll put the links to everything in the show notes.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nintendo is going to be releasing what they call new play control games for the GameCube. Now, what that is they're releasing GameCube games for the Wii that have been modified to be played with the Wii remotes.
Yeah.
Kind of neat, kind of pointless. We would almost rather have them focus on games, making new games, rather than going back to old games, because a lot of these games you can pick up really cheap and they do play on the Wii, and some of them don't really need any special controls for them. The two games that are out right now are Pikmin's coming. I don't know if they're out now. They're coming. They might be out by the time this is out.
Yeah, it'll come up.
It'll say Ben is wrong or Ben is right, which that's what I hope. So, but Pikmin's coming, and also tennis, All-Star Tennis.
Mario Power,
Mario Power
game.
Tennis.
I have it upstairs. No, I have golf upstairs. No.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of neat that you're going to be able to play these games with the Wii controls, but, I mean, why not focus more attention on making new games? One thing that I thought might be really neat is it would be worthwhile if they released, like, a one game that had all of the Metroid Prime series on one game that played with the Wii controller.
That would be really
Something
cool.
like that would be really worth it, because those are really fun games that were out for the GameCube. That the one for the Wii was a lot of fun, but it was just, that's the only one we could use with the controls.
Yeah, that's the only one we get.
So, I mean, that would be neat if something like that went backwards. But a lot of the games, I say, why waste the time? Just make a new one.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we want.
Yeah,
New games.
because yeah, and that's the thing, that's like Nintendo. If Nintendo's not paving the way for new and interesting games, then the third-party developers aren't going to do anything.
No.
Like, why would they when they can just like Capcom start re-releasing a lot of games, and instead of making original content, which I mean they're great games, but
there's still up in the air. There's no way of guaranteeing whether we're going to get Resident Evil 5 or not. And I mean, they were saying it was based on the sales of Resident Evil 4, which they sold really well. It was a phenomenal game for the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
If they could just find a way to create Resident Evil 5 for the Wii, how many sales have gone? Like, we're talking next about how many sales we had just over December.
Yeah.
They're losing out if they don't make this game for the Wii, and we're losing out as well.
That's true.
So, you know, if Nintendo's not making it so that these third-party companies have to step up, who's going to do it?
Exactly. So, another podcast called Hard Code is all about just hardware hacking and messing around with electronics and stuff. Their first episode was all about messing around with remote control cars. And, you know, the video will be up and we'll post the notes. But basically, the gist of it is they got a remote control car working with the Wii remote controlling it. And also using the Wii Fit balance board to control a remote control car by tilting and all that kind of stuff. It was kind of cool. Just more people messing around with the Wii remote and doing fun stuff with it.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, stuff we always like seeing.
Yeah, exactly.
So back to what I was saying. Over December, Wii sales were 2.7 million over December. I mean, which is astronomical. Which is, you know, still killing the competition.
Yeah, destroyed everybody.
You know, and all the other systems, I know PS3 is doing a lot better now than it was, but Wii's are still just dominating so much, which is just a cry out to those publishers and developers. You know, take the time, like we're getting from High Voltage, take the time to make an engine to really get the best out of the Wii. I mean, if you look at something like, if you look at the graphics of Resident Evil 4, they're good. They're very good graphics, and they're running at GameCube capacity, which is half. Sorry,
he's so choked up about it.
I am
so emotional.
Which is half that of what the Wii's capable of, you know. And there's just so much more space for this information on the Wii that, you know, you can do. Yeah, we're not gonna get true high definition like you're getting out of PS3 or Xbox 360, but we can get so much more than what we're getting now.
Yeah, it's true.
People are just half-assing it because they can get away with it. And, you know, people have to start stepping up.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, High Voltage. Thank you, Madworld.
Yes.
You know?
And thank you, Sega, for publishing those games. So, you know, that's what we need.
And even something like No More Heroes, where the graphics weren't top of the line. Hopefully No More Heroes 2, the graphics are going to be a little better. But, I mean, at least it was creative.
Yeah.
At least they were trying something new.
Exactly. It was something new, something interesting, something innovative.
Exactly. And that's what we want to see.
And, well, yeah. So we'll end part one on that note.
Yep.
Part two should be out in a little while. Maybe
hopefully a few days. I mean, it really depends on, we're not in the holidays anymore. So
yeah. So check out the new site. Take part in the new site and enjoy it.
Let us know what you think.
Let me know what you think. Exactly.
Yep.
All right. I'm Marvin.
I'm Ben.
Thanks for watching. We like to podcast.
28 part 1. Buy a t-shirt.